The Mariana Trench, the deepest point on our Earth. But what do we know about it? There's so much of the trench that's undiscovered. Maybe a cure for dreaded illness is down there, or even unidentified life. In doing vigorous research on this topic, I found many astounding facts. To better educate you on the Mariana Trench, I will explain how it was made, what lives at the bottom, and its continuing impact on the environment. There were many puzzling questions about how the Mariana Trench was made, but with vigorous work and very high-tech equipment, we have found the answer. The HMS Challenger expedition, which was December 1872 through May 1876, it first sounded the depths known as the Challenger Deep. The first sounding was made on the 23rd of March, 1875. On January 23, 1960, two men took the risk and journeyed to the bottom. Their descent took almost 5 hours, and the two men spent barely 20 minutes on the ocean floor before coming back up, which took 3 hours and 15 minutes to ascend. Their early departure was from a crack in the windshield that was caused by the temperature differences during their descent. The two brave men to make this descent was Lieutenant Don Walsh of the U.S. Army to the left and scientist Jacques Picard to the right. These two men are the only human beings to have ever been to the bottom of the Mariana Trench. The two men traveled in this white pressure sphere that was 6.5 feet long, that was on the bottom of the submarine. The rest was nearly 60 feet long. It was filled with floats loaded with some 33,350 gallons of gasoline for buoyancy, along with 9 tons of iron pellets to weigh it down. Volcanic erosion helped to form this vast scar on our planet. Subduction is also why this 7,044-foot trench is here today. The place where I received this information was National Geographic's The Deepest Place on Earth, Mariana Trench. It was released in 2016 on the 16th of June. The trench is so deep that the pressure is over 8 tons per square inch, which is nothing to the creatures that live there. To give you an idea of how deep the Mariana Trench actually is, Mount Everest is 8,848 meters above sea level. The Mariana Trench is 2,147 meters deeper than Mount Everest. The Mariana Trench is 10,911 meters deep. There are many living creatures at the bottom of the trench. There are also many non-living creatures that also dwell at the bottom. Some of the creatures that can be found down there contains the goblin shark at the very top. This shark is also known as the living fossil because its lineage goes back some odd 125 million years. This in the middle is called the hatchet fish. It got its name because of its oddly shaped body, reminded people of a hatchet. And the football fish, which its family contains 19 species all in the same genus. It is Hymantolophus. The frilled shark also lives at the bottom. It is one of 2 extinct species of shark. Its body cavity is elongate and packed with a huge liver perfused with low-density oils and hydrocarbons, making the shark almost neutrally buoyant in the depth. There is also a Dumbo octopus. This octopus is part of the umbrella octopus. It usually eats brittle worms, and they have a ping pong tree sponge, which it eats trapped prey alive bit by bit without killing it. It uses phagocytosis to eat its prey. Inia penastes is a deep-sea sea cucumber. The Mariana snailfish is the deepest ever fish discovered at 26,000 feet under the sea. These facts were made possible by Mr. Carl Engelking at Life Finds a Way deep in the Mariana Trench. With the Mariana Trench having such an impact on how our continents move, it is definite to say that it will continue to shape up. With the trench being between the Philippine Plate and the Pacific Plate, it is definite to say that the Mariana will affect our planet geographically later on. The Mariana Trench will push the tectonic plates outwards, causing continents to move. The trench will shape the world not only with lava volcanoes, but with mud ones too. The trench has some of the largest mud volcanoes on the planet. These facts were made possible by Blog's Scientific American. What lives at the bottom of the Mariana Trench more than you think? Hopefully now you have a deeper understanding of how it was made, what lives at the bottom, and its continuing environmental impact on our world. What strange discoveries will we find with greater technology later on in the massive